Hi everyone and welcome to my channel, or welcome back. Today I'm going to be sharing loads of the stuff that's been happening in the new house and sharing a bit of the renovation journey with you guys. So this is the first episode in my new series, Home Renovation DIYary, where I give you a little look inside the whole process of doing up this house, a little bit of vlog style stuff and some talking for context reasons so you actually know what's going on. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to sharing this whole series with you and showing you how the house progresses. So over the past 2 weeks, we've had a lot going on in this house. We've had a carpenter come in and do a lot of work. We've had some of the plumbing sorted, and we've had a lot of family members come in and give us loads of help, which we're so grateful for. If we didn't have that, I don't know where we'd be, because this whole journey is so stressful. So thank you so much to any of my family members who have been helping, who might be watching this video. We really appreciate it. Anyway, we've had some help. So got lots of things to catch you guys up on. Let's start with the stairs. So the staircase desperately needed to be secured, because if you remember in the first video, the staircase just literally went like this if you just touched it. It had been fallen into many times before, so it needed some help. Normally the hallway and the staircase is something you would probably leave till last in a project like this, but because it was in such bad condition and it was a health hazard, we needed to get someone in to help. So we had a really great carpenter come in and do a lot of the work on the stairs. I'm going to show you a few clips of what they look like now, and then I'll come back and tell you what's happened. The actual rail itself has been restored and it's been varnished with a clear varnish, so you can see the gorgeous mahogany underneath, but it has been bubble wrapped so that it stays nice and secure while the builders come in. A lot of these banisters were already here, but we did get a few of them replaced as well, and I think one of the last things that we'll do is paint them and paint the stairs and sort all of this out. For now, it's just gonna stay like this. I don't know if you can see that, but underneath the bubble wrap, it's such a pretty colour, so I cannot wait till this comes off. So the carpenter replaced all of the spindles. I think we had something like 36 spindles that needed to go in. He completely secured it, and he also sanded and stained the handrail, which is a really pretty mahogany. You can't see it under the bubble wrap, but once I start decorating the hallway, it's gonna look really nice, and hopefully you'll get a proper view of it then. Something else the carpenter has been helping us with is the floorboards. So let me show you what was kind of going on with the sitting room. We currently just have a massive hole in the floor right now. We're waiting to get the heating put in, so there's no point getting a flooring put down, but that's where some of the chipboard was, and it kind of came out to about here. So this is replacement boards from the kitchen. We definitely have our work cut out for us in the sitting room, but what's more scary is the kitchen. And the kitchen is where all of the fun stuff has been happening, and also all of the scary stuff, so let's go take a look in there. This is what the kitchen's looking like right now. Pretty much the same. I've moved some of the stuff. There's a lot of stuff in this house already, but yeah, it's looking okay. So this is where the horrifying part starts. We found out that all of the lovely old floorboards in the kitchen have woodworm. That was not a fun day, to say the least. Anyway, I'm over it now. I'm over it. Some of this floorboard was able to be used in the front room, but some of it had woodworm, which was really sad because it's lovely old flooring. So that's been taken up, and I think hopefully the woodworm kind of stops about here. This will be sorted in the next few weeks, but for the time being, we have new floors being put down because the price of chipboard was the same as new flooring. So I just thought, because I want to paint it anyway, we'll go with the new floor. There is still a massive hole right here though, so I don't want to fall into that. We're having the floorboards replaced in there because I'm going to paint them anyway, so they don't need to be the original floorboards. So hopefully the floorboards that can be salvaged will be able to go in other areas of the house, and it's going to have to be treated for woodworm, so none of those nasty little wormy things can get into any of the other floorboards or any of my lovely furniture. But yeah, the main area of the kitchen hasn't had much done to it, but as you move forward into the utility space, a lot has been happening. This is where all the fun happens. So the other end of the kitchen, where this wall is going to be taken out, this is gonna become a breakfast nook, and a lot has been happening in here. This used to be the shower room, and it had kind of like a stud partition wall, L-shaped, coming along here, and that has been completely ripped out. And yeah, that looks pretty darn good. All the shower is gone. This window is gonna be replaced, so it's still got tiles in it, and we're getting it slightly bigger. But yeah, it's gone. It's completely gone, and it's opened up the space a lot. And loads of the plumbing has been taken down here. Lots of the stuff that was running to this bathroom has gone, and all of the plumbing is gonna be rerouted kind of up in the ceiling. So that's gonna be fun. But yeah, it's looking pretty good. In here, if I can get the door open, hold on, let me try.
5 minutes later.
Okay, 5 minutes later, we're finally in, but the door is new and the trim is new. It's looking really good. As you can tell, we don't have a door handle right now, but that will be somewhere down the line. We'll fix that. In here, it's gonna become a really small washroom with just a little toilet and a basin. But yeah, it's pretty simple, nice and small, and it doesn't take up too much floor space. So as you can see, that kind of breakfast nook, utility area, bathroom kind of bit that comes off the kitchen is looking completely different. It was a lot of fun to see that come together, and it was actually a lot of fun to knock off all the tiles in the bathroom. Ben and I did some of that over a weekend. It's nice because it feels like something is actually happening in this area of the house, because other than that, it feels like everything else has been going a bit slowly. But next week, the walls are being knocked out in the kitchen and the sitting room, so that's when the real fun is gonna start. I guess next I need to address the hallway, because we've done a lot of work in the hallway, so let me show you the clips that I got in there. As you can see, we've managed to get rid of loads of the wallpaper. The dado rail here has completely gone, and so has the picture rail all the way around, so that's good. As you can see, we've been stripping loads of the wallpaper. It was very stubborn, but luckily we had some help from some of my family members, which we were really, really grateful for. But of course, as always, there are some really fun surprises that we found out about while ripping the wallpaper. The plaster that was on the walls upstairs is incredibly fragile, and it's basically just coming away from the wall. So anytime we were to rip a small piece of wallpaper off, just a massive sheet of plaster would come with it. So you just rip a little bit and it would go like, and the whole wall would just fall to pieces, and it was really disheartening, but at the same time slightly satisfying to know that we didn't have to rip 7 layers of wallpaper off that small space. So, you know, swings and roundabouts. At the top of the stairs, this is one of the areas where the plaster is just falling away from the wall. It's looking pretty sad. So we're not really 100% sure what to do about that until we speak to the plasterer. And this bit's just looking even worse, and it's even come off where the picture rail was as well. This wallpaper removal is part of my handiwork, but it's been taking forever. This is like 2 days work, and it's just this tiny little patch, so I've got my work cut out for me to finish that. It's just, this is the worst wall in the whole house. And here's a clip of Ben, my wonderful assistant, ripping off some of the wallpaper and looking as if he wants to kill me because he's had enough. Thanks, Ben. And the wallpaper stripping did not stop there. Oh no. In fact, we haven't even touched the surface yet. We have a long way to go. But we did get rid of all of the wallpaper in the master bedroom, so it's now ready to be plastered. So now we're in the master bedroom, and work has definitely been taking place in this room. We've been really busy in here. You can probably tell it's very echoey because there's no furniture at the moment. But yeah, let me show you what we've been doing in here. This little nook right here is where Ben's been taking off a lot of the wallpaper. He's done an amazing job in here because this wall was really stubborn. As you can see at the bottom, there's a problem with the plaster again. This poor house is falling apart. These walls are actually just plaster and, you know, looking pretty bad, but they're just plaster. There's no wallpaper under here, so that's good. Same with the chimney. Also, the piece of wood that was covering this up has been taken away so that we have a nice, beautiful, dusty old hole in the bedroom. This is what the bedroom's looking like. Still pretty bad. This whole wall was an issue. We had to de-wallpaper it, but as you can see, like, this is plaster, but that was wallpaper, and this is not coming off, but that anyway, just, you know, a lot of problems going on. But that's done now, and the sink area has been kind of sorted as well, ready for plastering. And Ben's done an amazing job of the ceiling, taking off the wallpaper. This has been 3 days work because it is not easy taking wallpaper off a ceiling. He's got a little bit more left to do, so hopefully he'll be up for that later today. But other than that, all the wallpaper is down and it's ready to be plastered in here. As you can probably tell, we had a few issues with that room. It was just some walls had plaster, some walls had wallpaper, some had a combination of both, just stacked on top of each other. So trying to figure out where to rip the wallpaper was not fun, but we couldn't get the plasterer in until the wallpaper was removed from all of the walls and the ceiling. So now it's all done. Hopefully he can come in soon and get that room underway. So I think that's everything that I can fill you in on for now. That's everything that's happened over the last couple of weeks. And like I think I mentioned earlier, I wasn't actually planning on doing this update, so I hope you guys don't mind that the footage in this video wasn't quite the best. It was a little bit grainy. It was just footage that I was taking and just planning to have. I wasn't actually planning on using it, and because I made this video I thought I'd throw it in, so don't mind that. The production quality in the next episode should go up slightly, I hope. I mean, I can't make any promises, we'll see, but hopefully it won't be quite that grainy and fuzzy. Oh, and just quickly, I wanted to say a massive thank you for all of your wonderful support on the house tour video and all the congratulations, and thank you guys so much. Some of those messages brought me to tears. You have no idea how much it meant to me, so thank you so much. If you wrote a comment or you liked the video or whatever, it made me really happy. So thank you for that, and yeah, I can't wait to fill you guys in on what happens. Hopefully it will happen quite quickly. So yeah, I should see you in a couple of weeks with some more episodes of this, but in the meantime I will be back to DIYs and, you know, the usual videos. So do stick around if you haven't done so already. Don't forget to subscribe, and as always, have a wonderful week. I'll see you next time. Bye.